Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Adventure Built. My name is Kelly.
I'm Trevor.
And we've got something super special for you today.
We're doing the entire Arizona BDR. That over there is Mexico. We're going north to Utah.
And it's not just us, we're bringing the entire family with us.
Come on.
All right, stay tuned.
We're on the Arizona BDR. The BDR is the Backcountry Discovery Route. It's a off-road route that goes from Mexico all the way up to the Utah border up north. This is primarily 85% off-road. It was established by the adventure motorcycle community. However, the Overlanders are taking notice of what they've done, and now we're gonna attempt it with our rigs.
So the entire route is 750 miles, and like Trev said, it's 85% off-road. Now I have done this before on my motorcycle, and it is quite a challenge. This is gonna be definitely a different route with the trucks, I believe, and some of it might be impassable just because, like Trev said, it's made for adventure motorcycles, not necessarily trucks. But a lot of it is double track, off-road, following the Forest Service system trails, and so I think we should be okay.
Yeah, and it's roughly that mileage. However, things change a lot of times. There could be forest fires, there can be rain, heavy rains, washouts and everything. So the route changes constantly. It's a living route. So we're gonna give it our best go.
And it's gonna be amazing.
Awesome.
We are literally sitting on the border.
On the border.
Yeah. So right now, United States, Mexico. Right here. Yep. United States, Mexico. United States, Mexico.
How long are you gonna do this for?
All day.
All day?
All day.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Because you know what? It's nice out. I can do this all day.
It's not that nice out. It's a little warm.
We're a little ways into the trip. We've been going for a couple hours, and it really is beautiful out here. I love this southern Arizona, near Mexico scenery.
Yeah, it's a nice change of scenery from the typical Sonoran Desert with the saguaros and everything else. Just seeing the grassland and some trees is nice. Our trees around the house only get as big as bushes, so this is nice.
Yeah, this is very nice. And the road is starting to get a little bit less traveled and a little bit more traily.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully it's real, it gets more adventurous, because right now we've seen a lot of other cars and we're hoping to not see a whole lot of cars here pretty quick.
Yep.
Let's keep on moving.
Move out.
I want to take a really quick second to kind of show you guys our navigation setup that we have going on here. First of all, we are using the Expedition Essentials 3T PAM on my 2020 Tacoma here to kind of have everything set up within hand's reach. That way it's all accessible. I can see all the different stuff that we're running here. And what we're running for our main navigation screen is going to be the Gaia Maps right here. And on the brand new iPad 10.2, Gaia is amazing. To have this kind of definition and this big of a screen to be able to follow is absolutely priceless. Our backup system is going to be the Garmin 62ST, which is the same navigation device I use to navigate the BDR on my motorcycle, but if I can use a big screen, I'm going to. So the iPad is primary, the Garmin is secondary in case something happens to the iPad or Gaia Maps, or for some reason something breaks. It's good to have a backup. But luckily, it's all right here at my fingertips. And also, the camera that you are watching me on is also attached to the 3T PAM.
That's true.
So yeah, it's got everything. So right now we have 4 different possible things we can mount. because we have 4 RAM mount balls to attach to the 3T PAM. So we have the GoPro, the Garmin, the iPad, which is a huge screen. I mean, I can't believe it actually is stable on the dash here. And the wife's phone is on here also. So we've got everything nice and visible. So we made it to Sonoyta. Section 1 is done.
Complete.
Yes. And we're getting gas, we're getting a couple snacks, and now we're moving on to Section 2 where we're going to make camp for the night.
Yep. Don't know where yet, but we'll find a nice spot.
We'll find something nice and off the beaten path.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice and secluded. Yeah, the trail was really nice. The last 15 miles have been paved, which wasn't bad. We kept the tires aired down. I figured for 15 miles it probably wasn't worth airing back up just to be back on trail.
And it was a slow road anyway, so it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, we passed by a roadside farm-style brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen one of those before.
Never seen one of those before, but we almost stopped. It was
so close.
This close. So maybe next time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to camp. This section of Section 2 of the BDR holds a special place in my heart. This exact spot right behind me is where I ate shit the very first time on my adventure bike. I had actually never gone down on a trail before, and this was a first spot. You see the way this creek flows over this concrete portion of the road, the middle is covered in slime, and yeah, I was riding along. I was in front of my buddy Joe, and I hit that middle section just going maybe 5 miles an hour through this little water crossing, and the bike just left me and I was just sliding through the water. Luckily I had waterproof riding gear on so I didn't get too soaking wet, but yeah, this was the very first place that I ate shit on my adventure bike. It was amazing. Now I'm gonna fly through it in my truck. So who does not love a good water crossing? You know, being in Arizona, I've said it before, I'll say it again, water crossings never get old.
Roll down your window, babe.
It's the most broken fence in the world.
Good job, big guy. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Adventure Belt. My name is Kelly.
And my name's Tristan. I almost fell.
Dude, you almost killed me.
That was the whole point.
We finally made it to camp. The camp that I had spent the night in on the Arizona BDR when I did it on motorcycle just wasn't big enough for both vehicles that we have in this little convoy of ours. So we chose to go on the trail. We chose to keep on moving down the trail to find something a little bit bigger, and this is what we ended up with. Power lines.
For our buff muscles.
Jacked.
Jacked.
So not going in the video. All right, it's time to get camp set up, time to make dinner. Let's do this. And whammo, camp set up, kitchen set up, we're ready to go.
Ready to go. Boom! Ow, that really hurt.
Can somebody help me down from here?
Chicks. Well, this is quite the luxurious pad you got going on here, bro.
Oh yeah. Getting the toilet set up. It's glamping at the finest.
Yeah. What's in there?
That's the toilet. So poop.
Good morning, day 2. To catch you up to speed, we have already had breakfast and camp has just gotten broke down. We're about to hit the trail. The bugs are coming out, it's starting to warm up quite a bit. I don't know if you know, but spring and the summer is pretty much summer everywhere else. Even here at 8 in the morning, it's already about 80 degrees. So it's getting warm quick, bugs are coming out. So we're trying to get packed up and get back on the road before the sun comes up and starts to bake us. So far, we have conquered pretty much half of section 2 just to get in here to get into a camp. So that is pretty much done. Hopefully we will finish section 2 before noon and then able to start on section 3 and just see how far we get. We're planning on making this a 3-day trip, so we still have another 2 days left in us. And our goal today is going to be Benson before lunch. And Benson is just a cute little town next to a freeway. It's nothing special, but that is the official end of section 2 for the Arizona BDR. Right from camp, we're back on trail. Got a steep decline into a big ravine and then a steep climb out of it. Get gnarly quick right out of camp.
I think I'm gonna call the trailer Pig Pen.
Big pen?
Pig Pen. So always got a larger cloud of dust behind it. And
Yeah, more than yours.
it's like, it just kicks up so much dirt.
So they have recently done some trail maintenance on this road, probably because of the power line road we're following right now. It is really nice and smooth. I really, like the washers are really easy to get through. Definitely put a lot of work and energy into this. I appreciate whatever power company or telephone company did that. So the trail is pretty rugged so far. It's definitely got some ups and downs and it's super rocky. It was very improved and well maintained by the power line, but I think we've gotten a little bit past that and now it's definitely gotten rugged.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy. It's kind of feel like we're now in the true backcountry of everything. It's very Wild West out here, a lot of sagebrush, very beautiful. This is Arizona in the West and backcountry. This is what I came out here for.
Secluded, very secluded. Yeah, we feel like there's no other person out here, and there probably isn't.
There is no one out here.
All right.
Cows. There's cows. Lots of cows.
Lots of cows. I'm hoping to see some antelope or some elk, but or mule deer. Maybe.
They'd be too hot. They could be in the high country now.
It probably is way too hot. Good call.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Moving on.
Do it.
We just made it to the top of this mountain and it appears that we're kind of getting close to the end of the harder part of section 2. It actually wasn't too terrible. You could do it easily in a not even lifted vehicle. It wasn't that bad. We're only in 4-wheel high for just a couple spots of the trail. A lot of Arizona pinstriping though, which is always sweet on a brand new truck. But you know, we're on a backcountry adventure, so that is to be expected. But this view on top of this mountain is just super nice. Yeah, trip is 100% worth it. I highly suggest you do it. Get on that backcountrydiscoveryroute.com and get all the information on these trails and get out here because these are amazing. We made it through section 2 completely unscathed. It wasn't bad. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was very mild off-roading, even the more technical parts, but it was just a beautiful drive through the backcountry.
Yeah, it was nice. The last probably 10 miles was paved, so most of it was in the dirt, which is kind of cool. Seeing all that sweet, cool backcountry of the southern Arizona desert.
Yep, but we made it to Benson.
Yep.
This is the end of leg 2, start of leg 3.
Yep.
Sweet ride.
Sweet car.
Yeah.
Mufflers are so overrated. So from here, we're going to gas up and we're going to exit and we're headed north to Mammoth? Mammoth.
Yep.
Cool. I think we should be able to finish it today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool. Mammoth, we're coming for you. So the gas prices have not only been awesome, we've been getting great gas mileage. I've been getting around 12.5 miles per gallon as an average while on trail. And the first gas up on section 1, was about 4 gallons. And then this gas up here after the end of section 2 has only been 5 gallons, just over 5 gallons. So we've been making some really great mileage on this trip. we finished section 3, currently in Mammoth. That was kind of boring.
Very boring.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty to drive along the dry river, a lot of swirls, but I mean, it was a perfectly fine graded road. I mean, if a Ford Focus can do it,
Yeah.
what can't do
Saw
it?
a minivan. It was pretty
Yeah.
great. It only took us maybe a few hours.
Yeah.
I'd say 3-4 hours to do the whole section. It wasn't bad at all. But now we're in Mammoth. It's 100 degrees, so it's a
Toasty.
springtime in Arizona. Early spring even.
Toasty spring.
Yeah, it's super toasty. So now we're going to start section 4, which will take us to Globe.
Hopefully to Globe.
Yeah.
If we
so,
can get that far.
to get there.
And hopefully we get some a little bit more challenging terrain.
Yeah, something a little bit more fun than washy, sandy roads.
Yeah.
Section 4 is proving to be a lot like Section 3. It started off just out of Mammoth, right into the dirt, but it's a very, very well improved Forest Service road. It's fast moving. We are definitely making some really good fast ground, but you know, it's just not the adventure that we were hoping for. I know when I was here a couple years ago on my motorcycle, these roads were a lot less improved, a lot more ruts and a lot more rocks, and definitely made it a lot more challenging. But you know, this is a good time out for the family. This isn't making it crazy hard and challenging for them. There's a lot less stress involved. So, you know, giving up one for the other. It's a good, enjoyable adventure for the family, but not quite the epic adventure that Trevor and I were kind of hoping for. But don't worry, because that is to come. Cannot believe this went from again really fast fire service road to this gnarly climbs and sandy washes. This is what adventure is all about, the unknown.
Go this way. Big rock. Big rock. Hit it.
You're good now. That was wild. I mean, it wasn't too bad for us, but with Trev with the trailer, that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
That was definitely some work, but it was a good drive. We got through it. No complaints.
That was the first moment of the entire trail so far that there was an adrenaline dump. And I had to say, hit it! Because that's what she said.
Yeah, the one part when Trev's front end started to slide down the hill and he's trying to get his back end over that big rock, that was
a little nerve-wracking.
A little nerve-wracking.
Because he was very close to the edge, too.
We are here in Winkelman, Arizona, which is basically a small little, almost done with mining town, right between Mammoth and Globe on the Arizona BDR. Here we're gassing up. I just put in, I don't know, 10 bucks worth of gas, so 5.15 gallons. And that has gotten us through all of section 3 and halfway through section 4. It's really hot, it's 102 degrees. I'm hoping we don't have to camp at this low elevation because this heat, we will just not sleep at all. Even when the sun goes down, it's still gonna be up into the mid 70s, which in a tent will obviously be very uncomfortable. So our goal right now is to leave Winkelman here, head to the higher elevation just outside of Globe, and hopefully we'll be camping in the nice pine forest. We will see.
It's so hot.
It is hot.
So hot.
How about that last section? By the way, pro tip, after Mammoth, air down.
Yes.
Because we thought it was gonna be just nice double wide 4-service road. Not the case. It narrows out. I got my first pinstriping. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, pinstriping, a lot of washout areas. Yeah. It was, that was a fun little section.
Yeah, that was fun, but air down. You will thank us for that later. I wonder if it's someone's house on fire, because that's a pretty dark smoke from being a forest fire. Yeah, it's right in the community.
Oh my God, yeah it is.
We're outside Winkelman on our way to Globe. We've just aired down and we've hit the part of the trail. It's actually really technical. So the way the trail goes from Winkelman is it's paved road to a double track 4-service road, and then it's basically just a dirt road that is very unmaintained. When I was here about, I don't know, maybe just shy of 2 years ago, there's a couple spots where the road is really washed out. We're able to sneak around it in the motorcycles. However, on the trucks, it's gonna be a little bit more of a challenge. So I guess we'll just move on and see what happens. So this 2 years ago would have been completely almost impassable with the truck, and people have maintained it. They have filled it in with boulders, so now it is nice and completely doable. You're good.
Oh, I know.
I was worried the trailer might have issues.
Adventure built trailer. We got no issues.
Trevor's like, man, when Tara drives, she is slow.
All right, one fluid movement.
We'll see.
So this is camp for the night. We did not make it to the place that I was hoping to, where the big pine trees are just outside of Globe. But to be expected, we're losing light pretty quick. We didn't want to set up in dark because that's a pain. So now we're going to set up here. And this is actually a really nice little canyon that we're in before the big climb up to the backside of Globe. So this is actually pretty sweet. It's a little bit some bugs, but it's not bad at all.
That's great. I keep your feet, make sure there's that worked, baby.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Baby, what do you think of this route today?
Super deep. It was good. I was nervous about that gnarly part that you said was gnarly, but it was totally like a piece of cake in the trucks.
I thought the trail is really good. This is my favorite part of the Arizona BDR. I mean, just it had some really good diversity coming from the bottom of the low desert, then coming up here to the riparian area with some nice cottonwoods, shade, a little running creek. Yeah, this has been my favorite part so far.
And the fact that it's with the stamp.
Well, that's
It's obviously second.
Favorite part of today? Well, Obviously the campfire is my favorite part, but it's super cool seeing like low desert to high like cottonwood area. I love it. I really love the climate change that we just went through, you know, nice and cool now. So that's the best part.
I'm putting the back.
And of course, making Jiffy Pop is the best part.
My favorite part of the day was definitely taking a truck and being able to eat food while driving and not being on a motorcycle. It was a way more enjoyable experience. I don't know if I'm just getting too old for motorcycle adventures, but I definitely think that's behind me. I think the Overland and the Tacoma is just the way to be. The whole trip has been my favorite part. Plus all the great company.
Sappy jar. Quarter in the sappy jar.
Birch benders, chocolate chip pancakes, non-paleo, full of gluten. For our young guest who likes gluten.
Delicious.
And your plate presentation is amazing.
Chocolate chip pancake. So this was our campsite for the night. Pretty cool, right? It's a little it's a little canyon. Next to canyon is a little stream that kind of flows through it, and there's a little waterfall. There's a deer track in the waterfall. There's been a bunch of bones out here. This is a big huge cattle ranch kind of, where they just allow people to come graze their cattle. So the plan for today is we are going to take a nice leisurely drive into Globe. We're about an hour and a half outside Globe, but we're gonna head towards Globe.
And then this is what the wives do. Take the pictures and the videos. Watch. All the walking. Brought to you by the wives of Adventure Built.
All right. Oh.
In the forest right now.
So did you get enough to eat this morning?
I got pancakes with syrup. Delicious.
I had pancakes with chocolate chips. Chocolate chips are for winners. Now, breakfast was good. We got packed up pretty quick. You know, we weren't in a huge rush because we have a lot of time. We're pretty much calling the trip in Globe, and that was only about 2 hours.
Yeah, so a nice leisurely morning. You know, we were at the Repaparian area, so we had that creek, which was really nice to camp at. Coming up here, now we have some big trees. The trail was initially a little hard, nothing too difficult, but then it got a little easier as we got up a little higher, but the views were absolutely beautiful coming up, getting a higher elevation.
And it's just awesome how it goes from this high desert, mountainside, deserty terrain right into this pine forest. I mean, there's no transition where it goes from, you know, little pine trees to bigger pine trees. It's just right into these full-grown big pine trees.
Yeah, just like up over a hill and all of a sudden there's pine trees everywhere. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, it's all downhill all the way to Globe, which is kind of nice. We could pretty much coast the whole thing if we wanted to. And Globe is a really cool town, although I'm sure most of it's going to be closed because of Corona. But, you know, we will go see what Globe has to offer and then kind of call the trip from there. All right, well, trail's moving on. We are too. We'll see you in Globe.
Peace.
We made it through section 4. We're finally in Globe.
Yep, it was a long trip, but it was really beautiful and awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Globe is a cool little mining town that is really like got a really sweet downtown vibe. It's got all these old buildings. We're standing right now at the Gila County Old Courthouse. It's more of like an opera house, cafe kind of thing.
Theater kind of thing.
Yeah, but really cool old school architecture.
Yeah, it's really beautiful out here.
Yeah. So what's this total distance we've gone so far?
So from our start down in the Huachuca Mountains, we have traveled 257.81 miles. And that took us 14 hours and 13 minutes and 30 seconds of actual moving time.
From our family to yours, please go out and enjoy section 1 through 4 of the Arizona BDR.
Yeah. Definitely do it.
Definitely do it.
Yeah. And bring snacks.
Yeah.
Lots of snacking.